Good evening, all. This is Barry Hemsey. It's 5:11 p.m. Eastern on Thursday, 5th of January, 2023. First of all, Happy New Year to all. As you all know, I moved over there late December, and part of it was that I was in boxes because there was a misfire between us and the homeowner association, which is typical down here. They act like God, they have nothing better to do. And when you get on board here, that means you're an old part. You've been here very long, that's why you got seniority, you get on the board. And then they have nothing better to do than play God. And so I kept my mouth shut. But anyhow, finally I was told, oh, you're approved. Your file was here, we were busy. Yeah. We wasted about a week. That will make the transition a lot smoother. Unfortunately, it is what it is. Never had what do you call it? Frank Sinatra sings it in my way. Never have regrets. Just push forward. So, Anita, welcome. Hi, Bruce. How are you? Siam Mike, how are you, sir? That's the other. That's the boss. Hey, Gary, how are you? Jason. Hi, Jim. The Cash, how are you? Let's see. Death as always, and Thomas. Okay. We are recording this, and as always, it'll get posted on our videos, which is a YouTube channel. The last one, I think, a little bit of attention. Was it before that? I forget what this one. But we get these posted here. We also have to post one from our training room from yesterday. There was a lesson that was put together because I was not running it. I had a problem with bandwidth. I didn't get my bandwidth up until 4 p.m. yesterday. Okay, so it's a miracle what we have done so far. Of course, didn't trade today because other than on night trading. My machine here is the one that I trade discretionary for the investors. That uses I9, and of course it's down. One fan is down. That's enough to cook it, and this is the one next to the cooling radiator. It has a liquid cooled heat sink, and you just don't want to mess with that. So, well, now we'll stop it. There's one more machine I have to bring up today, but that's for my what I call nano cloud. It's made for the development team, and they look at it. They're all codes, and they can collaborate if they work on it. So I can get that up to the level of bitching at me today. You know what? I woke up at 2 in the morning yesterday to get everything done. It is what it is. Again, I have no regrets. Okay, I have no updates for you other than 3.885, 4.85 is out on ORB, and we're long on the with Diamond Digest. We are looking for Marshall Street to join us on January 24th. The date was changed. Those who have signed up automatically get notice. As you sign up for these programs, if we change the schedule, you automatically get an email from not us, but from GoToMeeting or GoToWebinar. We also go on Twitter and remind you that this has happened. That's all. We're still doing some beta testing here for those who want to do a trial, but because we have a bug fix, we're in the middle of a bug fix. I'm going to ask you, don't try right now. Give us a week or two. And also, this Saturday we start 5.0. 5.0 is a total departure from TradeStation execution platform. That's called the API. That we will keep the orders ourselves. We just communicate direct with CME. Okay, it keeps us stay with one step. It still executes through TradeStation accounts, but we handle CME direct. It's a massive undertaking, but I know we have to. Our problem is we're a victim of our own success. We have too many people trading. We have over 100 people trading. So at 3 contracts, when you pull the trigger, it's going to hit 300 orders to get in, and it's a problem. The liquidity is about 25 per tick. Today, one of our orders, which was 78, that's a module of 3, right? 78, yeah. It moved 7 ticks of entry. So this Saturday, we're doing a Zoom from the strategy of how we're going to handle that. As one hedge fund asked back in May, New York, we got to understand how to do that. I don't want to go to ES. ES doesn't move. ES is a low beta name. So our issue is just really getting in, getting out. But the two programs I have, they're incredible. Both together at TradeStation, and they come highly regarded what they do, and Actually, the first one said, if anybody can figure out what's wrong here or improve, it's this guy. So we're gonna do a Zoom. We're gonna meet with him on the east coast of Florida, but he's got knee problems, so we're gonna do it Zoom. But maybe the following week I'll go there. I wanna meet him in person. That's it. That's all the news I have for you. Not active on the option side, but we've been looking around. We're going to find someone who can run it for us. I'm overloaded. Between the indicators, the system, the trading, and PMT, there's just not enough hours in a day. And I'm not 22 anymore. So, but I'm looking for a good active option guy because we have the, Nancy and I are doing it, but I need a little bit more activity. We have to install base. We have a lot of other options. And we have infrastructure. We have a lot of good software for picking those, including the radar screen, all that. Just I need somebody active to run it. There's nothing wrong with other things. Marcus was too busy with what he's doing. Otherwise, he would be good. The only thing issue I have, and he knows, he repairs stuff. I get reminded, you're not on the floor. Can keep repairing your trade by email, to an email based. Just at some point they're gonna say, "Hey, we're just feeding the broker." You know, that's not good commission. So I'm looking for an ideal person. If you guys know someone, you're more than welcome to recommend him. I'll do it. Of course, we have to train him. He's got to go through what we do and kind of mix with there's a chemistry, but how he operates and how we do. Because that's what we want to be doing is using our base of indicators. We've been very good. Proof of it is PMT. PMT is 3 words. The trick is not, I don't do calendars. I'm not interested to make minutia. I want to do directional, and the best with directional is market timing. So those indicators will be available to them, but they got to understand it and get it through training. But listen, we'll get stuff we can for anybody. So, look at how much cash is coming on. Cash payments in July, February of last year, and it's come a long way. So it's just a matter of desire. If you're willing to learn, you can get there. With that said, let's go to the second part, which is econ calendar. As you know, tomorrow is a non-farm payroll, and so it's going to be a short day for me. Typically, I don't stay very long. My cutoff of trading is, because I don't want to give back, is about 10-ish, 10:30, 10:15. That's it. But it starts at 8:30 Eastern. Okay. Here's what the non-farm was. Hold on. Yeah, this was a FedNet that caused the problem. I just have to get. Let's see what we got. Okay. Remember, this tomorrow is going to be very slow. Tomorrow, again, we keep on saying that this non-farm could be very crucial. We keep on saying it every month. It's like, who was that who was saying is the infrastructure week? I won't mention his name, but every week was infrastructure. For 4 years was infrastructure. It's us saying that this non-farm is crucial. 263 prior, 200, which is Fed would love to see that. And then 132, 230. So consensus guys don't even meet last month. So the thing's going to be on the lower side. I don't know that. I mean, nobody knows. Well, at this time, 2% in the world know that, the totality. It comes in different emails, so you don't see the totality of this quarantine. It gets quarantined early in the morning, right before they open anyway. But tonight, 2% in the world know that, totality. It's the Fed and the President. And that's only for if we have any problems. We're not near anything. That was mainly put together for the what's called the protection, client protection, PPT. That's the nickname of it. The true name is, I think, Financial Services something. It runs out of the White House, and they put those teams together. Also, did it 2 years before the crash. Because he came from Goldman, he knew we needed them. He probably knew what they wrote. What kind of CDOs they printed out and so. But we don't have PPT active right now. So the working group. So I think Financial Services Working Group, you can Google it. Mainly because we're on the charts, index wise. So we're not near a problem. So only these two people would know, and then tomorrow morning, 2 minutes to go. Some journalists would know, but they cannot. They can write their report, but they cannot set the Fed up. And they do it inside of the Fed. I believe the Fed they did that. I don't know where they do it, but it's all quarantine. No, labor. I'm sorry. BLS, Bureau of Labor Statistics. They'll get a number there. It's quarantine. They can't send that until 8:30. We usually get it from, what do you call it, Live Squawk, that's very fast. And then, of course, Anita helps us, the Jasmine helps us out. Okay, what I'm gonna be worried about tomorrow is gonna be privates, as always. I don't know how ADP did. I think Anita was saying this today earlier, that ADP reported today. Yeah, let's take a look at this. That could be, the correlation is not the greatest, but there's some underlying relationship there. 125, geez, oh yeah, wow. Fire was out. Consensus, yeah, look at that, oh yeah. The economy is stronger than we think. That means the interest rates cuts have not filtered out the economy. They filtered through the stocks already, but not the economy. Right. I mean, it may not be a good idea for me to stay long. Yeah. This is a big miss. This is a big miss there. You got percentage miss. Yeah. Now look at this revision. I always look for a revision. So it's a little bit longer before they get reported in the morning. And you got to go to BLS.gov. Pick out the detail. That's, of course, not going to be easy. Every hedge fund and his brothers start coming to that. We also have factory orders. Oh, I'm sorry, before we finish here. Where's my mouse? There we go. Okay. So, you have to put a trailer on it so I can find who this is. Hold on. Again, I haven't looked at anything for about a week. Definitely, I want to look at manufacturing, payroll, healthcare, and retail. This three section I want to look. Manufacturing, which we have here. They separate here, but you get more detail on BLS. Healthcare and retail. Okay. 18,014. Okay. All right. Okay, about that. 35. This is 34. Okay, 34. Okay. All right. Factory orders tomorrow at 10 and ICE 10. Wow. Okay. 0.7. Ooh. Okay. That's big. That's like 18% a year. Annually, obviously won't. It's noisy, so it's not. You can't extrapolate like that. ISM services. Sorry, guys. Who's talking? Barkley is talking. Boston. Okay. Twice. Boston is talking twice. Interesting. Maybe wants 2 free lunches. These guys are in a different world, by the way. A lot of times, very what they're talking about. Chicago Music Goes, you know, at my club. So. I don't have many breakfast. 56 half, 55, 53, 56. Okay. All right. This may come in line then. Okay, we'll see. Okay. So factory orders are crucial. Of course, this is the biggest sale bond market tomorrow at 8:30. Okay. If you're in the wrong trade, you've got to get out. There is no repair for non-farm payroll trade. Okay. So don't jump in. It's a freight train. Don't jump in front of it. Okay. And good luck to you. Again, we start at 8:30. So, number comes at 8:30. We'll start at 8. So I'll try to be early. Okay. Third part, market timing. Well, we've been pegging everything based on Tesla. As you know, I don't know if you guys follow Admiral Tico or not. Maybe you should. He called the numbers 133 back in, obviously it's fit adjusted, back in, I believe, April, or maybe May, on Twitter and Facebook. But I'm just bringing this up. Yes. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is the guy who asked, hold on. This is the guy who asked, who's Tico? And people came back and explained who Tico is. Now it's like, Dodge predicting the stock market will beat AI. That's probably true. Probably true. At least Tico's track record speaks for a different story than anybody else. So that's Admiral Tico. There we go. If you don't follow him, you got to ask yourself why. Look what he does. PFT charts, ribeye steaks, duck eggs, Persian tea, and rich rumi. Hashtag is chick magnet. So very, very well-rounded individual. Okay. And you saw what he did with the other guy, okay, the most powerful man in the world. And after that, he went after the richest man in the world. Now Elon Musk. So, first guy to lose 200 billion. All right. Oh, by the way, what is Tico saying now? Just in case you're interested. He sees 68 negative for the 3 sigma, and then 44 from his house. Remember Sarah Palin? Yeah, from his house. For Tesla. Yeah, so that's, I think the puke will continue if we go down there. I think, but we already, I think we've seen most of this selling. The bank has to. You know why? Why do they have to? Because there were loans involved. What happens when you have a non-conforming loan? Or non-performing loan? Not conforming. Yeah, non-performing loan. So it is non-conforming too, but really right now it's non-performing. That's what's saying. And that's when you don't see it borrowed. That's a big ticket item on any one given bank book. So the regulators are on top of them. They have no choice but to sell. We'll get to Tesla chart in a bit. So, anyhow, but that's number 7 on QQQ. So it has an impact on the market. Last few days, we have taken one general at a time to do Woodshed. We have Microsoft. We have Apple. I mean, down here, I got these guys who are down 7, 10, 15 million. And if you look at them, they look like this wall. Just white. Just white. No reaction to anything anymore. You know, they can't go. New Year's Eve, they couldn't smile. Why? Oh, he's going to come back. When? I don't know, but I'll buy some more. Really? Then why are you face it like that? So there's a lot of pain down there. Remember, 4th highest net worth county per capita in the U.S. Net worth, not income, net worth, because they already made their income. They're retirees. But yeah, it's just bad. Yeah. And now they begin to really respect Admiral Tico. At New Year's Eve, that was the question. Where is he? They said he's in his chariot. Yeah, he's not going to walk on the ground as Admiral. He's in a chariot. Yeah. Sometimes we're going to jump to do his scared jump, some mistake he was having. Just hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Only in America. Okay, what do we have here? Sigma channel, -1. We failed 50. This is not good, guys. And we're in a death cross anyway. We've never, what I call birth cross. We haven't reversal death cross. We haven't seen that yet. Now it could not get through. So I was thinking about it, basing, but listen, if you take this level out, I'm done. So I talk about 3,700, but really 3,750. I'll be done. That's it. 3,700 gives me a little bit more room on the second sigma. Negative sigma. Of course, this will adjust down from 3,741. So 3,700 is a buffer, has a little bit of buffer, but that's my level. I said my time to that. Just said we're gonna get along. It may not work. We'll see. Why? We have earnings season coming up, and you're gonna have some guidance, some CYA types who go out there, these CFOs, especially post Dodd-Frank, that they'll give signals saying, hey, we can't repeat this, so we're gonna give you a bit of earnings. So we're gonna give you a warning. That will push it down. Fees are already lower. And of course, they're trying to do whatever they can to keep the EPS up. And one of them is laying off people. And so we should be seeing that. I'm still puzzled why again, I'm not an economist, but I'm puzzled why our job claims are not higher than what we have now. Guys, let me get a little ahead. But this house, everything is digital. Everything is remote and digital. It's a remote city, you know. You gotta make sure I don't take the remote with me. I can be tagged all the remotes now for what it is and which room. It's too much. I've been very fortunate. I have a girl Friday. She's really helped me stay organized. All right, let's go to Canaries in a coal mine. Oh, I'm sorry. Are we finished here? Okay. We could not go up. We pulled back. No signal there. I don't think so because we're noise level. Notice both bet trusts hooked down. This one was hooked down. So a little bit kind of middle of a road around 53 here. What was it here? Around 55. Okay. Okay. Canaries. Good. See what's happening here? This is a problem. There's something with this. I think what is that needs to update this driver. This card. I should ask the CUK. This is their machine too. All right, no worries. Hold on. Do we have anything here I want to look at? See, the charts are not doing well. Sorry. ET. Okay. Yeah, parts of the chart blocks. Only on this machine, no, nothing else. The same chart, same algorithm. I think it's a card. I can't take a look. They're very good actually. CUK, Computer Upgrade King, is very good at supporting traders at the fraction of a cost of like Falcon. Falcon to me is a hype, and I won't call it fraud, but it's a hype. Definitely a hype. You don't need a Falcon. It's like it's a call. If you want to be, it's like buying Apple stuff. It's a call. You're not getting bad with them, but they're not Apple. So these guys, we have bought quite a bit of i9s and i7s. There's tons of i7s from this man. Very good. And they clock it up. They can clock up stuff that goes really fast CPU-wise. They're going to be more expensive. They're not as cheap as what you find. Computer, I'm not involved with it, but they just know me. They've been very good to us. A bunch of our traders have i9s from them. Okay. We're long and long on mechanicals. Okay. This is red. This is red. We're long and long. But both of them signal close to each other. Okay? Yeah, sell went to a buy, sell went to a buy. So I would be very careful. I would nibble only small amount. I would take probably smart money is buying a little bit. But those are the ones that can afford it. They can hold on to it. They're not going to be shaken up like that. And they can keep buying more, but not every day. Or some tranches every so often, they will buy a little bit. As long as you're basing, it breaks the channel, they're out. You can't keep buying. You gotta something to accept defeat. If you don't, your loss is going to be a lot bigger, a lot. Trust me, I've been there, done that. It's not pleasant. Let me put it this way: you want to smell any food and you have no appetite. Worse than COVID. Good news is Tampa is opening a Persian place that's really, really high, and I think it's one or two in the country. Maybe after May Cadet in San Francisco, not sure. It's opening, and we're going there tomorrow night. So I probably have to call him and say I'm the chauffeur for Admiral Tico. I know I couldn't get in. We're booked. Of course, with Admiral Tico, interview is possible. All right. VIX MBXN, no signal. We're near zero and hodgepodge. And it's a gamble. And with being squeezed. This is being squeezed. Look at that. Every time, well, remember, we've talked about this before. Volatility cycles are more predictive than, or better expected than time cycles and price cycles. What's happening here? Signal channels are getting tighter. Think about this. So we know vols are going to come back. The question becomes which way. And I think that we see I can help us. Okay? I'm not a betting man, but I was going to bet here. I'd say odds are to the downside. So if we don't lift quickly, bye-bye time to digest, we're going to the other side. The shorts have been very good to us. Yeah, continue. Now, there's no ranking for time to digest. They're not doing that, but they're still absorbing our emails and giving us feedback. Okay, you're long, you're short, blah, blah, blah. I think they're keeping some traffic. I think they're happy they're doing that. But I heard also a number of timers just decided not to. It's been about 2 years now. The last issue was January 21st or January 20th, 2021, 704, and that's the one I was named timer of the decade. And after that, they haven't done anything. But we've kept on sending our orders and we match it against our Excel so that we're on the same page. Believe it or not, that Excel saved me one trade in Chicago, which was missing. It doesn't make sense. You can't be buy and buy. They missed the short. I showed them. I said, you see this? And here's my email. And here's the two. The two other portions you can show if you agree with me there. I'm long and long. How can it be long and long? So you can either flat or short in between. You cannot take back too long if you're already long. So, but that Excel saved us. That's Q. Wow, near the lows. So the big money is convinced there's no downside. Are you with me? That's not good either. When the big money thinks there's no downside, that's when there's no put activity. How to interpret that? This is, of course, we're in unusual time. We've had, for a change, higher interest rates, above zero, nominally. In real terms, we're still negative. We're still giving free money away. And that's got to stop. That's got to stop. The day that stops, this country starts cleaning up. But nobody has the guts. None of them. None of these guys. Even all the right and alt-right. When it comes at the end, they can't. For the voters, they open the spigot. There's no willpower, period. That's why I don't even trust them. I don't respect them. I did a bunch of yahoos. They just talk for the next vote. Because the bankers are so supportive. That's the problem. Okay. Front end of the curve, FF. We're good. Fed fund rate. This is not the future. That's FF is the future. But this reflects that. This IRX 91-day discount, new high. Okay, this is our back. Let's see what happens. You can see what happens this year. The flight to nowhere. Well, it is. I mean, it's killing. This is killing everybody, and it will. We're gonna start feeling the pain at some point, including after inflation. Okay, 3.9 here. I'm fine. So those buying cars are feeling a little bit better. Those buying homes feeling, well, they were feeling better until middle of last month, and then picked up, and we're hovering around pivot now. The yellow line's pivot. The goldenrod, this is a 7-year high. Well, we got 7-year back. It's not good just to look at short term, because then you get distortion by the market events like COVID. And then long term for healthcare, insurance companies that need reserves long term, we also have come down until they get middle of December, popped up, and then go down again. So again, I get it. So to me, I'm not an interest rate guy. I guess I was a student of Mr. Gold, the head of the mortgages for Goldman for years. He doesn't teach anymore. He's retired. He's been here in a restaurant. The wife has a restaurant in Los Angeles. But the smartest guys in the room are the bond traders. And this is run by the bond vigilantes. These are the ones who are pushing this market. And the way I look at it, when you I used to show him this chart. You won't believe it. I had this thing program with Marshall years ago. And it got perfected when I got to Chicago. I'll admit to that. But I used to show this to him. And he one day finally admitted, said, listen, if you believe that pivot, what should be your inference? This is the top guy in UCLA. Second year of school in the country. After U of Chicago. Other schools don't even match it. I think I like you guys. And he's a well-known guy in this area. I'm in a webinar. I'll call you back. What? I'm not saying Q3. No, it's the treasuries. You're in the wrong screen. What are you looking at? I'm on webinar, not GoToMeeting. Yes. It's Airbus. His computers didn't GoToMeeting on the webinar. So we're sharing the treasuries. Anybody seeing any Qs here? I can see here. That's here, let me go here. There you go. No, we're right place. Nancy, no problem. All right, so back to here. So his word of wisdom, at least you can use it right now. This is Richard Rohr. Whaley, these guys, when they talk, take notes. These are guys who finished, what is it, Blackstone model. It's just, after the kids in the school, most of you understand this guy. If you were at a little bit older, I mean, like executive MBA students, where you have had some practice in industry, and then you come back to school, you had all of these people, Kesky, Whaley, and Roll. And if you read Coxar Strumenstein book on office, which is absolutely pure for insomnia, I'll guarantee you, you'll see how it's written about that. I'll get down. So his word of wisdom was, if it hangs around, pivot, Barry, let it go. No signal. I agree. You will see it. It's a future expectation that matters. When it's rising, it matters. And it's pumping through the pivot point. Pivot, now pivot. So right now, there's nothing happening. It slowed down. But you saw what happened there. This is where things went crazy. This is what, in October, OTF did, ORB did an incredible month. Why? Downside is more fear. You always make more money on downside. As long as you don't have excess baggage, which is what? You're not long-term stuck and trying to make more money on the short side. That takes us back. You gotta let go. That's why I like to be flat at the end of the day, flat on the weekend. That's good TV. Time of day. Okay. EX23 is running. Fine. We have a contract here for, let's see what we have here for December. I'm a little bit slow, I'm a little bit tired. Okay, I apologize. January long and April short. That's right. We're just in early part of January. So that's on 2.14. What does that mean? How do you process -2? Remember, about 0 is the bottom. You get -3 is near the top. So it's dropping. -3. Yeah, if it hits 0, but rises to 0 up here, that's the bottom. We're kind of neutral, but as it drops, we are actually rising a little bit in the market. It's the inverse asset, remember the VIX, it's the inverse asset, and the spread, so you can take the fixed view forward of 3 months. It's crucial. We do the same thing on pure VIX itself. How do you measure it? You gotta have a long and a short. Otherwise, one long doesn't mean anything. It's all directional. You have to look at the spread. Become more sensitive because now the delta is going to move faster. That's why you see something like this. Look, most of this time is very flat. So market is kind of dull right now. May not be all tomorrow, but right now it is. All right. SP2 right here. SP2 right here. And that's our proprietary charts that I worked on. There's some guidance from a Stan. Stan Hartley, yeah. Time of the decade, time of the year in 1998. He made that by 2 trades, one long, one short in July 16, 1998, and then the reverse and then long October 8, 1998, when lots of capital collapsed. And those 2 trades, those 2 signals made time of the year, and I was consulting for him. And of course, we started this with him, and he could not explain what he wanted. And he gave up. I didn't touch it for a while. A few years later, I looked at him. I said, hey, man, take a look at this. He goes, what? I said, you know what we talked about? He goes, yeah, the one. I had a hard time telling you what to do. I said, yeah. Because he was a numerology guy. And he was chasing numbers. I was saying, no, this has to be done over this. You got to let it loose. Don't look for a fixed number. Watch what it's telling you rather than plug what we have, rather than trying to fit it there. Square peg in a round hole. Doesn't work. Yeah. So by I think 2004, I think it was. I started using it for time diagnosis because that sum up in 2003 using the Hornet system we have. let it be. Don't try to tell it what to do. See what it does, and that's why we don't change anything. Why? It's a cumulative learning. The more you change, the less you know. Because first of all, it didn't work. You have no confidence. As a musical chair, you're moving targets. Nobody hits the moving target. You gotta keep this target fixed. So, anyhow, where are we now? We're up to neutral and pulled back down. Neutral was near the cross signal, punching through 50 bars. No good. Where are we? So what's the end result? No signal. Not yet. No. We probably gotta go and visit the 20s. Probably. This was already started as a stance into a rendezvous point. As you know, we look for the three lines to rendezvous. This is stock RSI. This was designed by Tushar Chandy. The open quote and it's forward stock RSI. It's both stochastics and RSI. So combination of two momentum indicators. And while doing that, Feynman said, the guy who did with Edwin Teller, they did the H-ball at Princeton. He said that if you want to learn something, go teach it. But by me trying to work this tool, I discovered CI. Not from this tool, but from taking that tool, thinking about it, and then applying some of the limit theory. Yeah, I do dust off some of my books from numerical processing ethics. That was it was second year. So actually, it was the second year, but I was a junior by then. Yeah, that was so good old days. And that's what CI came. And CI has been terrific. With CI, DCI, it's not directive. So it's a dual CI. Then CI dip, and then came DMC. The transition from dual CI to DMC took me like 15 years. I told you on this point. It takes a while. Then, okay, back to here. Okay. Oh, somebody's logged me as me again. Is that you? Probably. Nancy, I think you logged as me again. Don't worry. No worries. Okay. We post one of these. We forgot to post some because we were busy. The machines weren't running. They were, we packed certain things. Not the computers. They were last thing they were packed. But still, with no internet, there was nothing we could do. I had the Wi-Fi, and the Wi-Fi I ran the minutes so fast. I just said, you know what? I'm just going to check emails. That's one thing I have obligation. Let me watch the emails, but nothing else. Let everything else go, and so forth. So I hadn't had the time anyway. So we posted this every day for a long time. It's work from Lowry Capital Management, but Paul Desmond. Paul Desmond, he passed away recently up at Capital. They run a tight shop, and both me and Peter Cook, our main moderator, were avid followers of the work Paul did. Yeah, basically we do the counts. Of course, we learned a lot also between the two other guys. I suggest you guys follow. It is worth it. Trust me, it's worth it. I have no involvement with them. I have nothing to do with it. But these two characters, these two, Walter Deemer and Norris Smith. This is Norris Smith, okay? Incredible guy. And then, of course, Walter, he's got a book you gotta read. Go to his website. Yeah, I got it. Talks about how bad the market is gonna get. Every time you should buy. Not this time, every time. Yeah. He's not predicting anything for now. And then you want to read this URL here. Kiko puts this chart out. So, how did we close? Let me refresh to make sure this is good. So, how come we're not doing this? Huh? Right. Okay. Keyboard is not responding. I have no idea. I told you. This is the first time in the hardware. So, screen is not responding at all. Trade session is not responding. Is it backing up? Oh. No, it's backing up. That's why. Ooh, scared me. Yeah, sorry. It's not coming. They usually back up. I'm sorry about that. But anyway, let's watch here. Let's watch what we got. Okay. sideways in the Stigma channel for 60 minutes. A lot of bigger guys took 60 minutes. But more importantly, what the up and down volume looks like. So we're up yesterday near 90%, touched it, and we were 80 something today. So this one's no signal at all. So confusion. Not surprised, we're going to non-farms. Same thing you see to lesser degree, both higher, less higher and less lower, and these two characters, which is NDX and Russell. I can't go anywhere. 1 second. So, I think we're done here. Yeah, we're done here. The other one, the buying power is beginning to get long. I think I went over that at the open. Let's get to the other chart. Okay, there we go. No, here, there we go. Again, you get this from stock chart, there's the symbol, make sure you're running 20 and 50, and now we get to congestion. That good run-up we had in terms of that decline on our website, and number of stocks above the moving average, it's no signal now. It's gone. So we're basically going sideways, and we're in congestion now. And how do we know? We got a difference between those two lines. Just collapsing. This rise that we had that we look for, gone. So this, what does this say? About 50%? Zero signal. No clarity. It's neutral. And your coin toss would be good. Don't spend your money on some fancy software. Use a coin. Yeah. So that's that. With that said, tomorrow's non-farm. If you have any questions, you can email me. This is a recorder. Will be posted after we're done here. Maybe later on this evening. But definitely okay. Yeah. So let me just make sure we're good here. Everybody's good. Everything's fine. Yeah. So let's go to the buying power. We'll go over that. There we go. Okay. Buy. This is a daily. Buy. Not this one. It is actually a bit. That's short. So NQ is short, for the other ones are buy. So this is EMD though, mid cap. Okay, that's mid cap futures. Russell and Peter says that buys at least is more reliable than shorts. I think that should not be a case, but I respect what Peter says. That's it. That's my spiel. Been a long day, long week. And tomorrow I'm going to have like half a day and just do nothing, relax. And so on so forth. Okay? Any questions for me? Again, I appreciate all of you for your forbearance during this move. It was not easy, but it's done. We have a little bit more work to do. I have a friend visiting, but Monday, Tuesday, my girlfriend will be here. We'll finish it off. Okay, have a great one, guys. Happy New Year to all. We'll do this again next Wednesday. Okay, we're going Wednesday. I could not do it last yesterday because I have no internet. I have no office. I didn't even do anything other than this one machine once it did connect until it connected. So there was no way for me physically to do this, but we're glad to do that Wednesday. Thursday. Didn't want to postpone this because tomorrow is not fun. That's the key day. So please be careful. See you guys next week, and thank you all.